Tuesday, December 24, it's Christmas Eve. Guyana's first 3 lifts of oil to be purchased by Shell Western Supply. Coalition government still standing firm and strong, and St. John's Bosco Orphanage gets a wonderful surprise. Welcome to InfoHub. The Department of Energy has announced that Shell Western Supply and Trading Limited will purchase Guyana's first 3 lifts of crude oil. Phase 1 of its 2-step crude marketing process is also close to completion.
The Department of Energy had previously announced a 2-phased approach to lifting and marketing of Guyana's crude, and according to a statement from the Director of Energy, Dr. Mark Bino, the agency remains committed to its timeline. This month's first phase is a direct sale process, with the second being an open market request for proposals, RFP, in early 2020. That phase will be for an agent to market Guyana's crude entitlements from the Liza 1 field on a term basis. The department said this was necessary to allow for, amongst other things, adequate preparation in structuring and completing the RFP for marketing in early 2020. The statement from the Department of Energy also indicated that given the accelerated timing of first oil and with Guyana's first lift expected in February 2020, a short-term Phase 1 process became necessary. As a result, a selected group of 9 listed international oil companies, IOCs, were invited to express interest. The interested parties submitted their proposals in writing and were subjected to a face-to-face meeting with the Department of Energy to present the full scale of their capabilities. Companies were also required to lay out the details of their proposals. The companies participating in the Phase 1 process include 3 partners in the Stabroek field, while the others are IOCs. These IOCs have, among others, integrated upstream, midstream, and downstream value chains, global refining footprints, and experience in the introduction of new crude grades from and into multiple geographies. Meanwhile, the Energy Director says the sale to Shell Western was based on a comprehensive pricing that limits the government's exposure to market uncertainty, the size, scale, and global reach of the Shell trading operations, and the company's high level of integration between upstream trading and downstream. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
A year after an attempt to topple the coalition government, Minister of Finance, the Honorable Winston Jordan, says the administration remains firm and strong.
Thought they had knocked us out. But look, 1 year plus afterwards, where are we?
Still here.
Right here.
Still here.
Okay, you know why? Because the coalition government has resilience, and we are not for the short sprint. We're thoroughbreds. 1 mile and a quarter. Not too many can make that distance.
Minister Jordan was addressing residents of Nonpareil, East Coast Demerara on Monday. He said the government showed grit, notwithstanding the challenges, including the multiple lawsuits it faced. According to him, the coalition government is still standing and working for the people of Guyana.
We can look forward to good times under this government.
For InfoHub, I am Kilon Rover reporting.
Coalition partners, the Partnership for National Unity and the Alliance for Change, today signed the revised Commingsburg Accord as they prepare to contest the March 2020 general and regional elections as one.
The coalition remains intact as President David Granger, as leader of the Partnership for National Unity (APNU), and Public Security Minister Kemra Jamshatan, as leader of the Alliance for Change (AFC), on Friday, signed the revised Commingsburg Accord. Director General of the Ministry of the Presidency and General Secretary of the APNU, Joseph Harmon, and the Minister of Public Infrastructure and General Secretary of the AFC, David Patterson, and other ministers of government were present to witness the signing. President Granger said that the 2 parties over the past 4.5 years have worked well towards building a better Guyana. With that, he noted that the accord gives more strength to the Prime Minister's office with the addition of a parliamentary secretary.
He will also be in charge of a robust legislative agenda to make sure that the promises that will be embedded in the manifesto are in fact fulfilled. They will not be empty promises, but these would be actionable, achievable commitments to the Guyanese people.
The lessons learned over the last 4 years, the President noted, have built a foundation for an enhanced government and quality of governance in the coalition. Minister Ramjatan said the coalition government will provide the country with the kind of leadership it needs to take it forward.
It was always my firm conviction that coalition politics is the kind of politics that will give us the governance that Your Excellency just mentioned, and that will take us in a massive way forward at a very quick rate. I believe we are better together.
AFC's General Secretary David Patterson also echoed similar sentiments.
I could say on behalf of the Alliance for Change that the end result is quite fitting. It's quite palatable to everyone in both sides of both parties, and I do think things will show people that we have learned from our 4 years in office and that we have a progressive plan.
Isaiah Braffett for InfoHub.
Sand Hill and surrounding communities along the Berbice River will soon benefit from a new high-powered boat engine donated by Minister of Social Cohesion, the Honourable Dr. George Norton.
This initiative is in keeping with the coalition government's efforts to assist in the development of the nation's future leaders through education. Minister Norton said the donation was made possible following a request made at the recently held National Tushao Conference by the community's Tushao.
Don't want to take any of his thunder for helping out in the communities like this, Ministry of Communities. Yeah, exactly. Right. So having gotten that, I thought it was just that we should come and deliver it.
Deputy Tushao Elvin Evans thanked the coalition government for fulfilling its commitment. This addition, he noted, will definitely increase students' attendance.
We are thankful to the ministry for delivering to us a brand new 15 outboard engine for the school children at Sand Hills Village. And we are really grateful because they used to got to paddle long distances to get here at our school at Sand Hills, and so we pledge that we will try our best to take care of it.
Neola Damon, InfoHub.
We now take a look at the BCS Police Division, 4A Division, and what is being done to ensure that this holiday season is a safe one.
Assistant Commissioner Edgar Thomas, a 36-year veteran of the Guyana Police Force, is now in charge of what is known as 4A Division. It runs from Cummings Lodge to Agricola. He shared some information on the stance for the force to ensure the safety of those in and around Georgetown during this busy Christmas season.
The criminal element may be planning that today may be a good day for them. And our plan is to look at that issue, that we want the people in Georgetown to be shopping safe, they must be shopping safe. And what we're putting in place to ensure that they carry out their shopping activity in whatever form, that Georgetown must be a safe place.
Commander Thomas had some advice for those who are shopping in Georgetown around this time.
We have actually booths that we set up around the city, and if you get out there, you will see them. And we have police there, out there. Apart from the booths that you have police, we call that beat. We have patrols patrolling the city, and we have also traffic enforcement. And we have fixed point police. We have also plainclothes police in the area that you may not see. But the objective is to minimize crime during the season.
All incidents, he explained, are analyzed and strategies modified to suit. He also called on commuters to put their safety first when utilizing public transportation.
From downtown Georgetown at Sabbrook Market Square, Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
When we return, St. John's Bosco Orphanage gets a wonderful surprise. Details of this story and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The boys at the St. John's Bosco Orphanage received a wonderful surprise by Minister of Public Service, the Honorable Tabitha Sarabo-Halley, who distributed lovely gifts to lift their spirits during the festive season.
The boys were all smiles as they will now have a much brighter Christmas, something that every child longs for. While spreading the joy at this Christmas time, Minister Sarabo-Halley told the boys not to let their current position determine what they become in the future.
School, first of all, education is important, and that you should make sure it's a priority and stay focused on your education. There are a lot of things going on the road. There are a lot of things that you could decide you want to do because of what you may be seeing out there, but I would like to urge you to remain focused on your education.
The minister noted that Guyana will be developing at a very fast rate in the next 5 years due to oil. She encouraged them to be prepared.
There will be a lot of opportunities available for you in Guyana based on what will be happening in the education sector and the other sectors, based on the resources that have now become available in the country. But you first have to want to develop yourself. You first have to remain focused and have a plan and goals for your life that is more than what people may think of you. Yes, you're in a home, your circumstances may not be good, but that doesn't have to determine what happens in the future. You can use that as a stepping stone and say, okay, yes, I'm here, but I will prove and show everybody that I can be the best person that I could possibly be.
Additionally, the staff of the orphanage received electronic tablets for their hard work throughout the year. The gift-sharing exercise is part of a drive by the government to ensure that children across the country have a Merry Christmas. Isaiah Brafitt for InfoHub.
Guyanese and foreigners alike are looking forward to partaking in their special dishes on Christmas Day. InfoHub caught up with some passers-by on Regent Street to find out what's on their menus this year.
Aside from the decorations and presents on Christmas Day, we know that the food plays a critical role. We spoke with some Guyanese that are shopping on Regent Street to get an understanding of what exactly is cooking inside their Christmas kitchen.
Oh, you know, I'll be making my pepper pot. That's our main dish, so pepper pot. My mom, she's going to be baking, you know, the baked chicken and what's not, but I love the pepper pot. I'm a big pepper pot fan.
Pepper pot, garlic pork, black cake. Then Christmas Day, you bake chicken, macaroni and cheese, your salad, your salad, everything there, and your little wine.
You can't question the day starting with pepper pot, but I think in the kitchen I'll be helping my wife, of course, Vanessa Glasgow Joseph. Got to give the wife a shout out. But I'll be having her probably cooking some baked macaroni and cheese, some baked fish, some baked chicken. I don't know what type of rice. I know they get Christmas rice, vegetable rice, all these different rice. Not too sure, but I know you're going to get baked custard. You're going to get some turkey, some ham on the side. Listen, it's crazy the type of menus you get on Christmas Day.
My wife is Guyanese, I'm Jamaican. We cook ackee and saltfish and curry goat for dinner. It is my first Christmas with her. So you tell him what you're going to give me for my Christmas.
Man, I'm going to give him some nice Guyanese pepper pot with the Pomeroon cans ripped inside. That's what I'm going to give him.
No, I'm hooked.
And then nice local bread baked in my oven. When I done with him and he drink the black water, he must come back.
Reported from along the intersection of Regent and Camp Streets with videographer Keon Blades, Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
Christmas songs, heavy traffic, the hustle and bustle, Regent Street had it all as Guyanese getting in their last-minute shopping sent out their Christmas greetings.
As the Christmas season heats up, Guyanese that are on Regent Street doing their last-minute shopping decide to send out some Christmas wishes.
All right, well, I'm wishing all of Guyana a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. We're crossing over into a new decade of oil production, so I'm wishing everybody the best, and we're hoping for the best.
To my whole family.
All their names.
My mother, Diandra, Auntie Nikki, my father, my grandmother, my uncle, my sister, and my other sister, and my cousin.
I'd like to send out greetings to my daughter Rosanna, my son-in-law, and my entire family, and I want to pick up the Pastry King workers. Merry Christmas to them.
I want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the entire nation, and here's hoping that you're having a wonderful one.
I am sending a Christmas greetings to my mother, Kendra Liverpool. She's work at Demico, and my father is work at Pegasus. His name is Michael.
Season greetings to each and everyone. My name is Dana Plas.
I'd like to send out greetings to my daughter who's holidaying her husband at present from the Bahamas, to my grandchildren, Tabitha, Shakeda, Malachi, Akel, Akila, and the rest of them, and also to my cousins and aunts who are overseas and can't make it. Season greetings to you all. This is from Donna, and God's blessings throughout the season.
Reporting from Regent Street with videographer Keon Blaze, Shaquille Bourne for InfoHub.
That's all for today. Connect with us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy, and pop over to Instagram for the latest photo updates at DPI Guyana. Remember to subscribe to our WhatsApp on 608-4111 to experience Info Plus and keep informed on developments across the country. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. From all of us at the Department of Public Information, Merry Christmas and look out for our special reports on social media. Goodbye.